Meet Grammarly Business, a solution to help your entire organization communicate more clearly and professionally. Grammarly
Hey everyone, like 18 people here. Thanks for watching. Oh my god, sorry. I have my thing. Don't worry about it. Anyways, here's all the stuff we made yesterday. We made like 30 something. Okay, we made this house. Here, I'm gonna organize it actually. But basically today we're assembling the map. And then I've got a few stuff I skipped out on last night. But yeah, we basically have it all done. Just need to assemble it. I'm just gonna kind of arrange it from like biggest to smallest or whatever. I'm Krusty, your friend on Roblox. Hey Taylor, how did you make that ship? It's on my live stream that got uploaded yesterday. If you want to go back and watch me make it, it was really fun. How's your day so far? It's going pretty nice. My sister graduated today, so I went to that ceremony. It was real weird just because of, the virus and how they did the ceremony. But it was nice. Grabbed some lunch afterwards and headed home. And I wanted to stream again, so here we are. Yeah, so here's all the assets we made. A little gravestone, a few rock variations, these cactuses, this snowman, a cloud, an egg holder, some like columns. They're supposed to look run down. Some snow trees, these trees, a fountain, a cabin, a pirate ship, and then a volcano. You love Arcade Island. Thank you so much for playing. We had almost 300 people online today. We're at 200 something now. The percentage went up a few too. It's doing really well, and thanks for supporting it. I'm gonna give out a code once we hit 300 online or 1,000 likes. So yeah, thanks for giving it a shot and playing it. Let's see here. When you make your next item and texture it, can you explain it? Sure, I'll do that. You graduated in June. Congratulations. And then did they have chairs on the field? Ours, actually, we did it in our auditorium, but they only let a few families in at a time. So it's kind of like a private ceremony for each student, so it's kind of different. Arcade Island, there's a few bugs. As long as the bugs are reported to me, we'll work on getting those fixed. Get on those fix up. What's up, JD? Yeah, I'm going to fix up the lighting and then start it on the map. I'll show you guys a nice lighting configuration that I use. Sorry, just one moment. Okay, let's set up this lighting. For the ambient, we want a purple kind of color. Let me just set it from here. It's gonna be, let's change this to 106. I cut my finger open today, so it's kind of harder to type. But yeah, we want the ambient to be a kind of purple color. I want the color shift top to be this gray color. Or not gray, it's kind of a tan color. 5, 112, 187. Let's see here. We want the technology to be, I don't know. I kind of want to go with shadow map, and then I'll set the softness real high to like 0.8. For the shadow, I want it to be 162 all the way across. It's so hard to type if you have a band-aid on your finger. It's throwing me off. Yeah, 162 for the outdoor ambient. The clock time, just keep it around 13 or 14 is fine. The geographic shift, I usually do -5. Let's see here. I usually leave exposure compensation to 0. And I set the fog color to 255 all the way across. And then the fog end can just be a really long number. Next I add some color correction. So right click, insert object, color correction effect. And in those settings, I'll do the brightness is 0.2. Really bright, I know. Contrast as 0.1. And 0.1, and then saturation I do 0.12. I'm gonna change the tint color to 255, 243, and then 235, like that. Let's see here. That's pretty much it. And then I also add the sun rays effect, but I don't do it super intense. Let's see here. Where's the sun? So if I were to play, 1 second, let me just test out the lighting. So that alone makes the lighting look really good. Let me, 1 moment. Sun rays effect, that's way too intense, so I'm gonna bump down the intensity of that, and I think we're good. So the intensity, I'm gonna try 0.1. Is my mic working correctly? I know it cuts out a few times, but for the most part, it should be good. Maybe even 0.5, unless you guys think that sun rays is okay. Put some bloom. I don't really like adding bloom. I'm gonna add the depth of field or whatever it's called. No, not blur. I can't remember. Don't get too close to it. Okay, far intensity. Let me just configure it in game so I have an idea of what I'm doing, because I don't really mess around with this setting too much. Oh gosh, so if I did this one, okay, that's how intense it is if it's far away. So we want this to be, let's see here, focus distance. Got it. So I want that to be 0. And then this is how far away you can see. So I want that to be kind of like 300-ish near intensity. I think that's fine. Okay, so that's fine. This should be 0. This will do about 250, and it'll look better once we have a map. But that's basically the lighting configuration I would use. It's real bright, cartoony. It gets the point across. So, sorry. Alright, we're just doing a simulator map. They didn't really specify the size, so I'm just going to wing it. We're going to do 250 for each area. So it's going to be 250 by 250. They did tell us how many zones they wanted, so we'll work with that. But I'm basically going to build an entire simulator right now. So you guys can sit back and get ready for that. Alright, so yeah, let's get started. I'm just going to color code the zones, kind of. We'll add some texture and other sorts of things as well. So they gave me a list of all the zones that they need. Let me pull it up real quick. Okay, so we got the main area. We got a desert area that follows that. I'm just gonna make it that color. After the desert area, we have a lava area. I'm gonna make it kind of a dark brown, more black than it is brown, something like that. After that, we have a snow area. And then a scary area, so like graveyards type thing. Let's do it. We'll work with that. And then finally, a cloud area. Kind of like that. And then we'll just work area to area and fill up the map, basically. I'm going to start with do I have tips on modeling monsters and pets, Lumen Legacy or Adopt Me aesthetic? They're really smooth, and my camera's shaking. I'm sorry. They're really smooth, and you use circles and you use sculpt mode to make them. I'll probably do a tutorial down the line. The camera's just gonna keep shaking because of how much I move. So I could just turn it off if it's that big of a problem. Just whatever you guys prefer, to be honest. Yeah, let's fill up this layout. I'm going to add some tiles to everything unless they provide me with the texture that they want. So let's just do like 25 by 25 tiles. 25 tiles on everything. This creates, it breaks up the area. So instead of just a big slab of color, it's kind of more digestible. Like, it makes, look at this white, it's hard on the eyes. This breaks it up a little bit, and that's why people use textures such as those. I know a lot of people aren't for them, but I personally like them just because it's easier to make a empty area look full. like you said, duct tape. I don't have any tape right now. I mean, I could probably go look for some, but I don't have any on me. Sorry for getting so close to my mic. Okay, how'd you get the tiles to be so small? Under the textures studs for tile, you can specify how many you need to specify how many studs you want per tile of texture, if that makes sense. They want, let me check what style terrain they wanted. I think they just wanted texting simulator style, so just like what you would see in, one second, what you would see in like games by Big Games or whatever. I'll just demonstrate. So they want something like this as far as terrain goes. You know, this style that's been on Roblox since 2010. They want that. So I think I might try this. Maybe I'll put my own twist on it, but I don't know. Your textures are usually 4x4. Don't know how to make them smaller. You can just specify. So I'm just gonna fill the map up with this terrain. Add more corners? What do you mean by that? I'm gonna put this piece over here just so I can go back to it later when I'm filling in these areas. So here's what we have so far. Just do Control D, I know. You know, like bad habits. Ever since I've been like 12, I just go up here and duplicate. I use Control D in Blender is the thing too, so it's weird. Oh, also select some of these at random and lighten them. And then select some at random and darken them, and this just adds more depth to it, and it makes it look like there's more variety, so it's like fake it till you make it type thing. So we faked it by adding different sizes and different colors, when in reality it's literally the same thing, you know what I mean? And you could do that same thing with grass, just don't overdo it. So there's like the first area. Let me look at the requirements again. I might need to like rotate some or something, I don't know yet. Okay, middle of the map, there's gonna be a like cylinder. I'm gonna make it 50 by 50. It's so hard to type with a band-aid on your finger. Oh my goodness, and I got it mixed up. 50, 51. So it's 150, 50. There we go. Actually, that might need to be bigger. Let's try 75. Yeah, we'll do that. So how do I make this in the center is the question. Do I eyeball it, or do I figure out how to do it? Okay, let's see here. Well, I don't want it to be in the center. I want it to be at the top, but centered. Okay, I think that's fine. Brush tool plugin, like see pastries, random rotation and stuff. It's kind of useful, not gonna lie. Yeah, I think I've used it before. I want this to be less like skin tone color and more kind of I don't know, like that. I also want it to be thinner. I feel like it's sticking up way too much, so I'm going to change my move increment to 0.2 and just scale it down flat like that. They said they wanted a fountain in the middle. We made the fountain last night, so let's just put that in the middle of this. It's not going to be that big. I'm just trying to, it's easier to position things when they're bigger. So I'm just going to line it up there like that, and then drag it down, scale it down. "40 people watching. If we get, let's say 50 people on here, I'll do a giveaway." What was that? I feel like you should keep the shadows on for the water. It's just weird because I don't have shadows on for anything else, really. lock that and group that. I'm gonna name it fountain. I'm gonna call this spawn. I'm going to group all these terrain pieces and name them terrain. Area 1 terrain. And that just makes it easier. It's best to stay organized, so. Yeah, so I'm gonna place some trees and other little decorations around the map. Water fountain in the middle, put your spawn around one side of the water fountain, while pet eggs can be found on the other side of the water fountain. Unlockable door. And then areas for a portal be lined up next to a wall. Got it. Sorry, I was reading, I have a little requirement, so I was kind of reading off of that just to make sure I get everything. I'm gonna place some trees just, you know, to decorate it a little more, make it a little more lively and green. I don't want to overdo it, so it's gonna be open, just a few trees here and there. And then let's do a few more on the other side. And that'll do it. I think I'm just going to put another tile texture on here. Maybe bigger, like that. Or maybe it should be smaller. Do we prefer it bigger or smaller? I can't let somebody help me if it's a commission. If it were a personal project, it'd be a different story, but somebody's paying for my work, so I don't want to, like, you know, bring somebody else into it or get in trouble in that regard. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. Love your projects, date it. They want, like, separators. I'll fix this in a little bit, but they want their separators to be smaller. So think of Unboxing Simulator or Pinata Simulator or any of those. They want theirs to be small and not big like those gates. So we'll see how I can do that. So it's gonna be like this, and then a little thing, and then it'll open up. Was this messed up before? What's up, guys? What's up, Roblox? Win, Mako. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Chai Axe. Thanks for subscribing, Burger Brain. I'm actually gonna do like a rainbow going across. So this one's gonna be red. Red. This one's gonna be orange. If you guys are wondering how to make all these assets, we made them on my stream yesterday, so you can go back and watch me make all of this stuff. Today we're just assembling it onto a map. Alright, so we got the eggs on the other side of the fountain, and then the spawns are gonna be right here. Let's put 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that many spawns. Okay, so now if we test, we can check out what it's looking like so far. And we forgot to anchor. Oh, it's locked. Okay, now if we test. Here's it so far. The fountain looks kind of tall. I might have to bring it down a little bit. And then hypothetically there's going to be a door right here that leads to the next area. And yeah, you keep progressing like that. What's up, Reverso? Been having issues with Discord all day. There we go. Let's go ahead and put a wall. What? No, I'm streaming. I don't care. They always try coming into my room when I'm streaming. This area is going to be a portal area. They requested that it lines up to their wall. Here, let me show you the document. Their design, not mine. Let me pull up the document right here. Why do you guys keep asking to help me? Oh, here's the document. So they wanted the portals to line up against the wall. Somebody ask some questions or something so the chat's not so dead. What type is that floor? It's just a grid texture. On it. If you could get any reptile, animal, or whatever as a pet, what would it be? Probably a chameleon. Why don't I make realistic maps? I just prefer cartoony. The grid texture, you can join my Discord server. There's a channel called Resources. It should be in the Resources channel. Why is my Blender not opening? There we go. Can one of the moderators put the link to my Discord? Do you guys prefer it super round like this? Or do you like it when it's kind of like this? The smooth effect on it? I kind of like it like this. Because it gives me that cartoony round look while still, it's more brick-like to me. I think I'm going to go for this and import it, and if it doesn't look good, then I will revert back to the totally bricky one. So there's what it looks like. Raina, get off. Aaron, oh my god. Y'all find something better to do. I'm gonna find a cool like swirl texture to put on these portals and make them look better. So like that. That's pretty good. So right click, insert object, decal, and then the texture is just going to be that, and then we're gonna set the transparency to like 0.9. And then I'm gonna make this more intense. You can even change the material to neon, and then make this less transparent. So something like 0.4, like that. I think that's pretty good. Do you guys think the neon's overboard, or it really sells the portal look? Let me know what you guys think. Hey Ruben, welcome back. my Blender version's 2.79. In order to get it, you have to go to their releases and find it from there. These colors look kind of dull to me, so I'm just going to make them a little more flashy. Top 3 favorite YouTubers. You mean like Roblox YouTubers or just regular plain old YouTubers? Gotta go eat, have a good meal. Any YouTubers? I like true crime, so I like Bailey Sarian. She talks about like murder, mystery, stuff like that. I like, who else do I like? I did like a few people before they were canceled. You guys can probably guess some of those. I also have some YouTuber friends who are really cool. You guys know the Pals. They're like famous Roblox YouTubers. There's a guy, his name's Sub. He's a pal. And he's real cool. I've worked with him a few times. Yeah, there's a few people actually. Do I watch PewDiePie? Yes, I have a Lawai hoodie back there somewhere. I've watched him since I was a kid, but like most people, I started watching him again back when his Minecraft series really picked back up, and I've been watching him ever since then. So here's kind of the map so far. Looks really basic, but they didn't really tell me other stuff to put here, so let's see. I'm going to turn off shadows on this. I'm allowed to tell you, but it's kind of like, why would I tell you guys how much money I'm making? I'm just kidding. For this map, I'm getting paid. See, I'm reluctant to tell you guys. 1 second. Let's just say I'm getting paid enough to DevX, so you guys can figure it out from there. Yeah. But to be fair, this is several hours worth of work, so it's pretty fair if you ask me. I mean, we pushed 3 hours last night, and then we're about an hour in today, so that's 4 hours. And probably a few more to go. Who taught you Blender? I taught myself. I taught myself last year, and I'm passing that on to you guys. Enough from this payment. I have like literally 200 Robux right now. I already DevX this month, and then the rest of my Robux went into advertising Arcade Island, which is doing well, by the way, if you guys want to check it out. I haven't, the sad thing is we haven't made ad money back yet, but I think the money will come from returning players. So I'm kind of trying to keep my faith in that project, but it's real frustrating because it's like bleeding money right now. But the player count's good, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback, so that's nice. Gonna try to work from that and improve the game in every way that I can. But that's just a little insight on how that's doing. To be fair, we haven't monetized it a lot. I mean, we've tried obviously, but I don't want to make it pay to win. That's not my goal. And I don't want to scream in your face, buy this, buy this, buy this every 2 seconds. But I still gotta pay the bills somehow, so I'll have to look at different, strategies to monetize it, I guess. $290 at one point. Yeah, we almost hit 300. Do I do any scripting with UIs? No, I don't. Yeah, I'm so bad at UIs. Rounded corners or whatever is such a blessing to me because that's the only type that I know how to make. And even then, it's a pain. It's such a pain. I usually just hire someone to do it for me. Ruben, I said if we hit 50 people on the stream, I'd be doing a giveaway. To answer your question. Can someone put the Discord link in there? Put the areas and folders. I know I'm gonna do that when I go back and clean up. I have a few more things I want to do to this one before I put it all in a folder. Unions go invisible for you? I'm trying to think, because I've encountered that before. I think it's if your union's too complex, maybe is what I want to say, but I don't know.
I love you, Natalie.
Who did that? Wait, hold on. Raina, get off of here, bro. That's my friend. We've been friends since 3rd grade. Like, I know her in real life. That's so fucking funny. What's up, V Prada? Tyler Ross. This is just gonna be a simulator type game. If you guys want to support me, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you could do me a favor, check out my new game. It's called Arcade Island Simulator. The VIP servers are free if you want to get a server with your friends and start playing. Drop a thumbs up and a favorite if you haven't already. At 1K likes, I'll give out a code. But that's just one way to support me. I'm trying to get the game out there. I launched it recently, and yeah, so that's just one thing. Thanks for subscribing, by the way, Juicy Jukes. Appreciate it.
I love you too, Natalie.
Aaron, Raina and Aaron, I'm gonna have to ask y'all to leave. I can imagine that situation going down. Raina's like, hurry, hurry, because Aaron took forever. That's so funny. Thanks for subscribing, Chaotic Catfish. Appreciate it. Trying to keep the middle areas clear. But still decoration here and there. Also, since I'm like copying and pasting everything, I'm gonna make the sizes kind of vary a little bit. Like this. Would you take Roblox development as a career? I don't know. It's a little unstable. I love 3D. I love designing games. It's my favorite thing to do. I could sit here and do this all day long, which I do sometimes. But it is unstable. It's hard to know if, a game's going to make it or not. I'm kind of on the fence about Arcade Island right now, whether or not it'll even survive within a few days. Ask any developer, they'll tell you the same, unless they've got the budget of yeah, they've got a huge budget, so it's real hard to be a small developer alone on the platform. It's really hard, but if I could, I would definitely 100%. But in the meantime, until I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I'm financially stable and I'm confident in my game, I'm just going to pursue 3D, which is, 3D modeling, design, something like that, and we'll go from there. But, yeah, I would definitely, if I had the chance, pursue development in Roblox. Nice volcano, thank you. We made it yesterday if you want to go look and watch me make it on my other stream. How long did it take you to be able to model in Blender? I think it took me a couple months to learn. It took me, I want to say 2, maybe 3 months to learn. But definitely worth it. What are you listening to? I can hear music coming out of your headphones. I'm listening to Lil Peep right now. y'all have any ideas, feel free to share. Make lava pouring down the side. Sure, we'll do that.
Hi, sisters. Keep up the good work.
Thank you for the donation. We probably appreciate it. You're a good dev. Got any advice? I'm just starting off. I was saying yesterday, but just keep up the grind. Basically, it gets kind of stressful sometimes. You feel like it's going nowhere, or you got too much to handle, too much on your plate. Just keep pushing through that because it does pay off. So my advice is just try not to overwhelm yourself. Work little by little and keep pushing through. Any tips on making trees? I can do basic ones, but thin ones are hard. I have a tutorial on making trees. Try not to stress it really. Like these. This is a cylinder. I loop cut here and made it skinnier going up. I duplicated that and I made it curve a little bit here, and then duplicated again and made it split off, and then again just made it curve here, and then that's just a big circle. So basically just don't stress it. It's just a cylinder and then some curves. Hi, I'm a big fan. You helped me build hats, make games, and many more. I'm just a starter developer and you helped me a lot. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate that. I'm glad that you're learning something and I'm really happy to help. And that goes for everybody who learned something from me. I'm glad you guys are benefiting from it and I'm not just screaming into a void. Don't know keybinds? There's a cheat sheet out there you can get. Grab yourself a copy of. And just Google what you don't know in the meantime. Thank you for subscribing, Pizza Dev. Appreciate it. But I could teach you guys keybinds. The cheat sheet, the one con to it is that it has a lot of stuff that you don't really use regularly. So I could teach you like most common ones that I use. If you want me to go over some, I can. It's pretty good, especially so we don't have to learn from a person who only uses Blender. Yeah, there's not too many people who do what I'm doing, both game, like Roblox and Blender development, especially live or tutorials in general, so you got that part right. I don't know how I feel about that. Plugins. I don't use too many plugins. I recommend, here's my plugins. I use Tool Grip Editor. I use that a lot. Let's see here. I use Material Flip, Gap Fill, Reflect, Better Base Plate by Dutch developer. Part 2 Terrain's a good one. This Archimedes, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a good one. I use that. Load characters good. Everything else I don't use that much, but yeah, I'd recommend all the ones I just listed off. Feel free to screenshot if you want.
Don't you just hate it when your cat wakes you up like this? Meow, 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 meow.
Yes, that was the donation. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That was funny. Oh man. Okay. I just read over the thing and it actually wanted the volcano in the middle. So I think we'll do that and then we'll scatter some rocks around. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Deb. Sorry about that. Waiting for the dog version of that donation. Oh my gosh. Which version of Blender do I prefer? I prefer 2.79 because I'm more familiar with it, but 2.8 is pretty good. Don't have any problems with it, but I know the controls better on 2.79, so definitely prefer that. I just work faster on it. What's up, Damien? Welcome back. Love your videos. Thanks for watching Aesthetic. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to fake an effect of lava flowing down the side by using neon and an orange color. Like that.
Can you guys hear that helicopter?
Oh my god, how long does this last? Better be done. Do I have a razor mouse? Yes, I do. Oh my gosh. Right when I thought it was over, it started again.
Don't you just hate it when your cat wakes you up like this?
She sent me a clip of that. That was so funny. Love your channel. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
Does a dog sound like this? Rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough.
Oh my god.
Rough, 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 rough.
Why is it still going?
Rough.
Oh my goodness. Do I have many things? Okay, wait. You taught me many things I use for commissions. I'm glad you learned stuff. That's what I'm here for. And you're very welcome. What does the percent on the door for Arcade Island mean? That means the percent that you've completed the machines. If you look around, it has a number like out of something. So like 1 out of 5, for example, on each machine. Once you do that, you complete the machine. If you complete every machine, you beat the arcade and you can move on to the next arcade. Just to track progressions. Also, thank you for the donations. I appreciate it. Climax, that was funny. Reina. I appreciate the support, even if it is you guys trolling my voice to talk or whatever. Voice to text. There we go. Do I have a tutorial on how to start Blender from scratch? I have some beginners tutorials. One I'd recommend for absolute beginners is my top hat tutorial. It's one of my biggest videos on this channel. How do you download an old version of Blender? Just go to their releases on blender.org. Is a Zelio here? I don't know if he is or not. What do I click at this screen? What are you talking about? Oh, here, I'll just show you. Blender.org, and then I'll teach you guys real quick. How much would like a model cost? It depends on size, complexity. whatever. If you want a ballpark number, just tell me what you want and I will estimate for you. It says download Blender 2 point whatever.
My
Just
sprinkler goes like this.
Hit download. Go to
and comes back like.
Let me find Blender download. I think you just go to releases, blender.org/releases, maybe, /release. Let me find it. Let me just type in Blender releases. Boom. And then it says blender.org/download/releases. And then from here you can find all the versions. I use 2.79. A lot of people use 2.8. We're the newest. I'm a little outdated. Anyways, here you go. Do I trade? I used to, not anymore. How much would something like a pirate ship cost in cartoony style? Probably run you about $10-15 around there. Thank you for subscribing. Games for a Dream, and then thank you, Aaron, for the donation. The portals. Here's what they look like. What's up, Games for a Dream? I want these to look like ice slabs, and then I'm going to put snow on the top of them. That way I don't have to do the bottom as snow, because that's a big eyesore. So I'm just going to select all these. And don't use industrial white if you're coloring something snow colored. It is so painful on the eyes. I would not recommend. Thank you for subscribing, AJ Gamer. Appreciate the support. It's 2020 and we can't color unions. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. How much would a detailed simulator map cost? Just reach out to me on Twitter or Discord or somewhere, and we can talk about price like that. I try not to talk about it in front of everybody here, so reach out to me privately and I'll let you know. This is going to be a graveyard area, and I want it to look real dull and, like, I don't know, creepy, eerie. How much would an upside down part on an orientation of 80 on the y-axis that is really... Excuse me? It's Pizza Dev. I'm asking how to download an older one. So you look for the version 2.79 and then your computer type, whether you're 32-bit or 64-bit, and then just download the zip for whichever you want. So I'd either download, here, let me, 1 second. So for you, depending on your computer, you're either going to want this one or, let me use a highlighter, you're going to want this one or you're going to want this one. So just figure out your computer type and then whichever one is what you would get. You're welcome, Pizza. Where was I? Oh. Let's finish up this snows area. I have no clue what they needed the pirate ship for now that I'm looking back on it, but it's okay. Oh, okay. Never mind, I figured it out. So we got, they wanted this. Boop. This. Boop. A couple trees. They wanted the snow cabin. Still not sure which one needed the pirate ship, though. I should DM him.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Pizza. Thank you. It's funny because everything has themes and then props that match the corresponding themes. So, like, for example, the snow area has snowman and then snow trees. The volcano area has lava and volcanoes. Desert area has some ruins and cactuses. But he didn't tell me what the pirate ship was for. So, can you not go back into the first arcade after you rebirth? Is that a bug? Yeah, you can. You just have to approach the old one. Here are the textures you guys keep asking for. These maps are so easy to make, I swear. Once you have the assets already done, of course. $34 people watching, only a few chatting. If you guys want to chat, let me know who's watching. Actually, just put in the comments, the chat. I mean, put here or something so I can know who's watching. I'm pretty curious. And also, if you can put, thanks for subscribing, Zuri. But if you're watching, put where you're here from. Are you here from my Twitter? Are you here from Discord? From a friend? I'm curious about that too, or if you're already a subscriber too. Thank you for subscribing. It helps people learn how to model efficiently. You're welcome. From Twitter? Yeah, I figured a lot of people would be from Twitter. YouTube notifications, appreciate that. Thankful for everybody who turns on YouTube notifications and supports me. Live streams on my television, appreciate that. YouTube notifications, appreciate it, Elris. Should I open up this game for you guys to come test and then give me ideas on how to fill up these areas? Also be a little meet and greet. You guys can catch me in game, I guess. Watching, not at work. You're working and watching me. Don't get in trouble with you slabs. Oh, you're welcome, Lego. Yeah, I want to see you in UGC eventually. I like your work. Appreciate you watching. Flying back from California. Have a safe flight. I haven't been to the West Coast. This area is cloud themed, whatever that means, so just gonna fill it full of fluffy clouds and call it a day, I guess. It's so harsh on the eyes, but I don't know what else to do because they told me to make it cloud themed and put clouds everywhere. But like, I hate to be the one to say it, but sometimes people need to leave the designing to the designers. Like, sometimes being overly specific, especially when you're hiring somebody else to do the job for you, boggles down somebody's creative freedom, and it results into a less than visually pleasing product. And I'm afraid that might be the case here unless I can figure out a way to work around this oddly specific request. Put the clouds in the sky with rainbows and stuff? Yeah, I will. But they wanted them everywhere, as in like the whole area dedicated to clouds. But like, and also the theme was angelic as well. Or if I put them up here, that look any better? Down. Strains my eyes with colors. I have no sleep and always stay up. They wanted, Lego, I would do those ideas, but they wanted it to be kind of like heaven in a way. So, I don't know, I'm gonna have to like rework this idea kind of, I guess. This is just cheesy at this point. Like, that feels cheesy to me, doesn't it? Yellow looks bad. I mean, the white didn't look any better, to be honest, though. Welcome back, Johnny. I kind of like that. Maybe we'll just revisit this area and work on the graveyard. I would do what you said, Steven, but they want it to be like heaven, kind of. So I want to keep it kind of white based, but I don't know. Maybe I'll end up switching that up. I'm going to take this cloud model and use it to look like risen dirt. Maybe, if it doesn't look totally janky. Have you guys ever heard of dry? Don't repeat yourself. I'm applying that same concept here by reusing this cloud to make dirt by this grave. What's up, Oso? What's up, Lost Tire Boy? If you guys haven't already, please follow my Twitter. It's like literally right below me right here. I post screenshots of my work, I do giveaways, I tell people when I'm live, all sorts of stuff. It's a great way to get in touch with me and keep up with me, and I really appreciate it if you guys would check that out. I thought about that too, Lego, but I thought there would be Z fighting, but since I raised some up, it doesn't Z fight, so just gonna do a couple of these. I need to model some dead trees, maybe a different gravestone variation, and then some bones. What's this for? It's for a client. It's a commission of mine. Zombie hand in one of the graves. I would, but like modeling a hand does not sound great right now. Did you answer the question I asked earlier? Yes, I did. Um, long answer, well, actually, short answer, yes. And long answer, I might, but it's really unstable for me at the moment. It's hard to know if my game's gonna do well, if I'm gonna make my money off or bleed money. Um, so it's kind of unreliable right now, so I'm not gonna pursue it. But if I do get at a point where I feel like it's steady for me, and I'm not worried about whether or not I'm bleeding money and, all the other things that you would be worried about being a small developer, then yes, I would pursue it. But right now it's not really profitable for me. I will, however, pursue 3D because I'm pretty good at it, I'd say. By no means am I professional, but I do know my way around, and I would love to pursue it as a career. But if I had the choice, it would definitely be Roblox. What's my sex? I'm a female. How did I learn to model? Do I have any tips? I learned by teaching myself, and my tips would be to keep going. It's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. It's something you've never done before. But to push through, it's really profitable. You can make a lot of money doing it if you're good at it. So use that as your motivator if money motivates you, and otherwise, it's really satisfying. To get started, I'd recommend finding a problem that you haven't tried before. Let's say, for example, you want to make pets, or you want to make trees or nature or something like that. Find that problem and try to tackle that. And watch tutorials. Do everything you can. And after a certain point, you'll realize that, hey, I don't need tutorials anymore. I know how to do this. And that's when you're successful, and that's when you'll really start making money off of it. Thoughts on Blender versus Maya versus 3D Max? They all have their pros and cons. I haven't really experimented with 3D Max. I have used Maya before. But I would definitely recommend Blender just because it's free, it's affordable. Yeah, definitely. I always go with the free option, the cheap option. So that's what I would do. Let's see here. When and how did you start playing Roblox? I started playing Roblox back in 2010, 2011, 12, somewhere around there, like early 2010s. I played a game. It was called something about creepers. Let me find it. I know I favorited it because it was the first ever game that I played. One moment, guys. If I can't find it, oh well. But basically, too poor to afford Minecraft. Yeah, I grew up poor, and Roblox was free. There was a creeper game on here where you had to fight creepers. I started playing that, and then my friend Raina, who's like my best friend in real life, she had an account, and we got hooked on the cafe genre. It was real popular. A lot of people would make cafes like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks or whatever, and you can go role play in those. We liked that. So we liked that genre. We played games off of that. And yeah, I just got hooked ever since. I wanted to make my own games. Let me find the game. I wish I could find the game. Let's see here. I think this is it. It's called Build to Survive the Creepers. Look, I have it thumbs up and everything. But it was the first game I played back in 2011. It was pretty funny. Have I ever looked at using another game engine like Unity where you can put your game on the Play Store, for example, rather than restricted to Roblox games? I've considered it before, but I think Roblox is better for me personally. One, because I'm used to it. Two, because I have an audience on there. And three, it's, they host their own servers. It's free. It already has a fan base, it already has advertising done for you. You just have to pay for it. There's a lot of pros that outweigh the cons, and Unity is really, I wouldn't say professional because it does support indie game designers or whatever, but it's definitely out of my league or my skill set at the moment. If I tried putting a game out there, it'd be probably the equivalent to free models on Roblox. It would be laughed upon by professionals just because I lack that experience. But in the long run, that would be something I'm interested in as a game designer. Tutorial on 2.79, how to bevel. Select a face and press Ctrl B to bevel. Arcade Island went up a percentage. That's really nice. If you guys haven't already, check out that game. Make sure to drop a thumbs up if you haven't already. Really help support me. This area looks terrible. Let's scatter these more. Let's declutter this more. Throw in some rocks. We'll steal these ones. Let me get some music going on. How much does a sword cost? For me to model it for you? How do you make clouds? Just use isospheres and then color or shade them smooth. For a sword, that'll probably be about $10-ish. I think I'm gonna make this area more dark and gloomy, kind of I don't know. My biggest thing is that lighting is what makes stuff creepy. So it's really hard for me to replicate that effect without proper lighting. I mean like PayPal, like real money. Hey Natalie, trying to make a mesh clear, you know, in the catalog with the rainbow black stuff. I need help. All you have to do is, you take your mesh, you have your original one. You're going to shift D to duplicate it and scale it up. So S to scale it up. And then on the mesh above it, just press W and flip normals. And that basically turns your mesh inside out, and it creates that highlighted ring effect. What blender do you use and how do I get it? I use 2.79, and you can download it on blender.org/downloads/releases. Whew, okay. Make a bone. Let's do it. Create a cube, scale it up, loop cut down the middle. Select all of these. Press Alt E. Scale it out. And then extrude 1. Extrude 1. Extrude 1. Extrude 1. Now we're going to do... we're gonna drag it over. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Just separate these. Select these, bring them down a little. Doesn't have to be perfect. Something like that. I'm gonna scale this down as well. Here's where our modifiers come in. We're going to use a subdivision surface modifier. Make some loop cuts to clean up the shape a little bit. Kind of like that. You can set your shading to smooth. Something like that. And then just apply and export your mesh. Can I see your eggs that you made real quick? Yeah, I'll show you. There you go. This totally isn't suspicious at all. What's the name of this game going to be? It's a commission for the client. How did I make the lava goo thing? You mean the cap on top of the volcano? Just in sculpt mode. I have no idea what you guys are talking about right now. Is it possible to model as well as you do in Roblox Studio? I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but it's definitely hard with the tools that you're given. Roblox Studio is pretty much for building only. 3D modeling so painfully hard in Roblox. Am I designing a game on Roblox? Yes, I am. The lava on the walls, that was just a brick we sized down, like this. You see it's just literally one brick, and then we kind of squished it into the walls. Do your in real life friends that you 3D model? They know that I design games, but a lot of people don't even know what 3D modeling is, and it's hard to explain it to people who don't know what it is. So I usually just like if they're asking, I just say that I make video games. It's a lot easier than having to explain, you know. So yes and no. Been deving for 3 years. I know a lot. That's awesome. Are you one that made Case Clicker? I made the map for Case Clicker, but I didn't make the game. My friend Sam made the game. I just designed the map. I'm going to group things a little bit once I clean up the whole map. What were your thoughts when Roblox changed the currency? I was one of those rest in peace takes persons who was crying over the switch, but no, I don't even. It makes sense now. Boop, here's area 1. Do you guys want to come test it with me? If we hit 45 viewers, I'll open up the game and you guys can come join me and test it with me. As well as give me live feedback. We just need 4 more people, so tell your friends, like the video, all that good stuff. And I'll let you guys come join me. Walking through here, you can obviously see which areas need more work. and which areas are pretty good. 5 more people. If you got Discord servers, tell your fans. If you got Twitters, tweet about the stream. And I'll let you guys come join me. This area is so bad, I don't even know what to do with it. I think I'm going to put some columns in here. It's cool, but isn't it a little too big? I don't think it's too big, no. But, you know. What's the point of a game? It's actually for a client, so somebody paid me to build a map for their game. So it's not really mine, but all we need is 4 more people, and I'll let you guys come join me and test it out. So, look forward to that. I'm gonna try to put some like columns in here or something to kind of break up the area. Telling your friends, fans about me so you guys can come play. You should. Appreciate it. Four more people. Didn't know she was female. No worries. You're good. Two people left. And you guys can come join me. If you guys haven't already, make sure to subscribe. I live stream a lot. I upload tutorials. You guys can learn how to develop games. I do giveaways, all that good stuff. So it still says 43 for me. Should I do gold columns? Let me refresh. It's at 44. If y'all hit 45, I'll open up the game. You guys can come test. Meet me. I'll add some of y'all. If you can guess, my birthday, I'll add you on Roblox. Once I open up the game, of course. Nobody say it if you know it already. Is this overboard? I think I'll do maybe 3. I'll give you a hint. I was born in 2002. I'm 17 years old. That should narrow it down a lot. That takes off a bunch of months and the years. Oh, I gotta add one more thing, and I promise I'll open it up after that. Each area needs to have a little spot where you can buy a egg. So let me just set this to 15, 0.2, 15, like that. And then right here we'll do, I guess, right by this spawn. If you guys are guessing my birthday still, I'm not even looking at the chat while I make this. So we can continue that once we're in game. And you guys can guess there. Would you say deving is good for extra income? Definitely, 100%. One of the best things you could do for extra income. If you're serious about it, you can make serious money. So, definitely. Okay, it should be good now. I'm going to anchor everything, publish it. Let's call it test place. I'll put it on console too, because I don't know if you guys are playing on console or not. And then it doesn't really matter since you just walk around. Close. Let me pull up the test place. I'll open it up for you guys. Configure. Permissions. All right. Public. Test place. Save. Boom. And then let's go right here. And it's live. You guys can join right here. I'll pin the link in the chat. I'll put it up on the screen for anybody who can't really read. Let's see here. New. Text. Add source. Let me add this and then configure it. Boop. There's the link. Let me change the transparency so you guys can see it. Right there. Come join me. Come test it with me. And yeah, let's see you guys in game. Let me join. And I know it's real bare bones. We've only been working on it for 6 hours-ish if you include the modeling. So it's not a lot, but you know, I think it's pretty decent. If you guys have any suggestions, please tell me, and I'll try to accommodate to those. If you want to hire me, reach out to me on Twitter or Discord. My Twitter's right below me. It's at Natalie is 1337. Yeah, here's what we got so far. Thank you so much for subscribing, Justin Dino, and let me see who else subscribed. It doesn't show on my mini feed, but thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, just explore all these areas. And honestly, just let me know what you think about everything. Trees in the winter place are missing textures. Okay, I'll fix those. Oh my goodness, so many people. Honestly, just look around, tell me what I need to improve. Like, if you think the volcano area is empty, give me an idea for it, you know, etc. I will fix the textures on these real quick. How many people are here? Good gracious. 21 people, jeez. Cracks in the floor where lava is. Yeah, we could try that. I'm gonna fix these textures on the trees real quick. Let me go to create. The trees texture should be fixed to right about now. Okay, they're fixed, and then once I publish changes, they'll be updated in game. Oh goodness. Okay, let me read. Yeah, those are fixed. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Here's this area. I think this is the area I don't like the most. I don't know what to add to it, so if you guys have any good ideas, please let me know. What would you improve on it? And finally, this area. I don't like it either, but I don't really know what to add. I would add fog, but it will cause performance issues down the line. Oh my goodness. what's that pirate ship for? I messaged him and asked about it, and he said it's for something else and don't worry about it. There's so many people chasing me right now, and I have no idea why. Okay. Okay, yeah, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Because I'm unsure. I'm gonna leave the game. If you guys haven't already, the same people who just played that game, do me a favor. Go ahead and pop into a server of Arcade Island. This is the game that I just recently made. I'm trying to get as many thumbs up as I can on there. We're close to 1,000. There was 20 people in the game that I just played. So if you 20 people could come into this game and give it a thumbs up, that would really help. And I'll meet you guys here. Yeah, this is the game that I've been working on a few months. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna finish up this map. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Let me turn off this and this. Oh, just gonna improve some of these areas based off the feedback that I got. Let's see here. Why do you charge 100K for a model? I don't charge 100K for a model. I do charge like within that price range for a really large and complex map, but that's just because it takes me several hours. Like right now we're pushing 8 hours for this one map alone. So, you know, it can get pricey if you want something super complex. And that's just because I value myself, my time, and my work. But, you know, for one model, I'm not going to charge that much. Eight hours, that doesn't seem accurate. We've done 3 hours today, and we did 4, almost 5 hours yesterday. So, maybe 5 hours? No, that's not accurate. One second, and I will look at my DMs. Do you do hyper-realistic graphics in UV res? Not really, no. Just not really. The Boolean modifier is kind of like unioning in Roblox. So like if you have a part, let's say I want to cut out a square here, then you would add the Boolean modifier, and then you choose difference, and then you select the object, and then apply it. Now if we get rid of this, it carves out that. Similarly, if you want to do a union, select the object, and then you can apply it. or if you want to intersect, select the object and then apply it. Negate, yeah. Sorry. Plugin called used to make paths. Archme, I don't know how to pronounce it. Florida's trash, yep. Have to agree there. I'm going to make some chains and a big lock to separate the areas. So I'll show you guys how to do that. First we're going to make the lock. Just like so. We're going to bevel the sides, make it look nice and smooth. Like that. Maybe scale it down a little bit. Set shading to smooth and turn on auto smooth. You should have something like this. Next we're going to add a torus and we're going to lower the segments to about 20. We're going to rotate it on the y-axis 90 degrees to where it's turned up like this. And in edit mode we're going to get rid of about half of the torus because we don't need that. Just hold Alt and right click and then delete the vertices. I'm going to save a little bit of it. So, doesn't have to be perfect, something like that's good. And delete the vertices and drag it down. Just scale it up to match the size of the lock. And then we're going to set the shading to smooth and turn on auto smooth. Should have something like this. And then Control J to join it. Gonna create a little hole on it for the lock. Just selecting these bottom ones and scaling it out on the y-axis like that. And then we're gonna use the Boolean modifier. And we're gonna drag this over. We're gonna barely put it into it a little bit. And just like uniting in Roblox where you negate out of shape, we're going to use that same concept using this object, and we're going to use difference and select this object and then apply. And now if we remove it, it has a hole carved out of it, and we can set the shading to smooth and it'll auto smooth.
Hail Hitler.
Bruh. And that's how you get me to turn off voice to text. Don't be like pieces of shit on my stream. It's not funny or edgy, it's just disgusting. So let's not do that. That'd be great. I turned off stream notifications or whatever for donations. Thank you, Maddie. Appreciate it. What would you use to export it, OBJ? Yeah, it's just an object, and that's what Roblox supports. So we have the log here. I'm just going to design a chain link real quick, and then we'll assemble it in Studio. Just to make a chain link, we're going to, Is your screen going to explode? It looks so bright. No, I'm just real pale. How do you, what is the command to separate? Or not separate, to, split. The command to split. Why? P separation, but I want it to be like separate this whole half. I guess that might work. Let me see. No. Here's someone laughing in the background. Yeah, it's my stepdad. I mean, I could just use a mirror modifier. Anyway, so make the chain link. I was just going to do this. Select both of these sides and extrude it like that, and then turn on clipping. And now if you drag it away, it creates a link, and then we can just set the shading to smooth, and we have a chain link. I think I should just set that to smooth with no auto smooth. At the end, you should say how many hours it took. Okay, we'll add it up. I guess like gap fill, I did not need that. You're making a simulator? Yeah, it's a commission I got. So. That lock model is nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. How do you apply a knife cut? First you make the knife shape, you know, so you cut out the shape that you want, and then once you're happy with that, you press spacebar, I think. Let me double check that for you though. 1 second. I'm just gonna finish up this. Alright, so you're gonna take your knife tool. 1 second. Edit mode. Duh. So you take your knife tool, and you're going to cut out the shape you want. Once you're done, spacebar, and that makes your cut for you. You telling me I should, because if you did, you're basically telling me something I already do. What? You're welcome, Adrian. What's your favorite Roblox game? It really varies, but right now it's probably Arsenal. I'm pretty decent at it. That walk looks sick. Thank you so much. You ever worked on front page games? I've had yeah, I've worked on a few. I've worked on Pet Show. It had like 7K people online. Worked on a game that was on front page last year called Pinata Simulator. A few other ones. I haven't worked on huge like front page as in like Adopt Me or Arsenal or stuff like that. No, but I've done some like, games that have been up there. Where do you get your textures from? I make my own textures for the most part, but the ones that I don't, I've put in the chat. You guys can grab. Whew. Yeah. Why did I start YouTube? I started it like last year, 2 years ago, and I was just doing like code videos. I played a game called Case Clicker religiously, so I do videos on that. What is up with my arm right now? I would tell people codes, teach them how to play, all that good stuff, and from there I started doing tutorials, and after that I started doing building tutorials, and you get the rest. So basically it just started as like gameplay, having fun, and it kind of turned into me having the opportunity to teach people, and I love teaching people, or inspiring people, I guess. And yeah, I've just been doing that ever since. It's been about 2 years now, a year. I think we're about to hit the 2 years mark, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Why is my arm missing? Your character tripping? It really is. Definitely deserve more subs. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know about deserve, but pretty happy with how this looks so far. Definitely room for a little improvement here and there. I don't know why this texture didn't work. Let's copy it and then paste it here. There we go, that should have fixed it. I think that's pretty much it for now. So we built this whole map. I'm going to publish it and then send it to the person who's gonna like buy it, and we'll see what they think, and we can go from there. So I'm gonna send it to them, take a quick little break, get some water, food, and we'll see if I need to keep working or not. In the meantime, do you guys want to join me and play Arcade Island? It's my game. Do I have siblings? Yes, I have 4 siblings. You can join using my username. Just type in Natalie_Clabo. game's simple. You go play these arcade games, and you earn points, and then you trade the points for prizes. You can earn lots of little toys and progress, unlock new arcades with different machines. You can upgrade your play speed so you can fly through it faster. Can I give a link? Sure. Really like the texture on the floor. Thanks, I try to make it match like an arcade. Did you buy all the game passes? Yes. If you buy any game passes here, let me know and I'll send you a friend request. Thank you, Games for Dream. That game seems cool. Thank you. If you guys do play the game, please drop a thumbs up. Trying to get that ratio up higher. Hopefully to the 80s soon. This person hasn't gotten back to me, so I think that's all we're gonna do for tonight until we get feedback tomorrow. I'm gonna be live streaming tomorrow either way because I have another map I'm gonna make. Let me check out. Let me look at this game, make sure everything published correctly. It did, from the looks of it. So yeah, we'll leave that alone. Everything published. I think that's all we're gonna do for today. If you guys watched, thank you so much for watching. We've been live 3 hours. We did 4 hours yesterday. I'll catch you guys next time. Tomorrow. Bye, guys.